Here we got a 2005.5 to 2008 Audi A4 with a 2.0T. So this one's got a new cooling fan control module. Can't tell if the fans are new or not. I think I did a video a while back on fans and a module on one of these as well. We're about to do the serpentine belt, or engine accessory drive belt. Very common repair. A lot of people are going to get involved with this thing. I personally have had a pulley lock up on one of my cars, and it sucked the belt into the engine, past the timing chain, and chewed it up and caused an oil pressure issue. So yeah, you can chop off this belt, but it's always a good idea to go ahead and take it off normally. That way you can get more familiar with how the routing is and all that kind of stuff. And in case you don't get the right belt, or no one has the right belt for some reason, you didn't just chop it off. You at least can put the old one back on. I'm going to start by taking the belt and putting it over the crankshaft pulley, the harmonic balancer, and then going all the way up to the power steering pump in the middle, the right middle, in between the tensioner and the idler. And then I'm going to bring it back down over the idler and then over the AC compressor. I'm going to pull the slack on the top near the alternator. That's the last thing I need to do. I just need to pull the tension back on the tensioner and put it over the alternator. Just giving you a little slowed down look at what it looks like. The slack is going to be on the top right. We're going to go to the top. And what happened is a couple of the ribs might have popped off on the AC compressor or on the crankshaft. You'll get that. So what you can see is I'm pulling the belt slack back up. And at this time, you can move the belt back and forth a little bit to try to make sure it's aligned on all the grooves of all the pulleys. Mine wasn't, so I had the tensioner pulled all the way tight, and I still couldn't get it over the alternator pulley, which I usually can. You know, it's easier to put it over a smooth pulley, but it's hard to get your hand down there. So what I ended up doing was just repositioning myself, and then, you know, just move the belt around a little bit. And I had plenty of room as soon as I moved the belt around a little bit because it slid in its grooves. You just kind of have to release a little bit of pressure, move it around, pull it back up. You kind of re-groove it in the proper position, and then there's plenty of room to slide the belt on, release the tension, and you're good to go.